and dark blue.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the World Online Racing Championship Street Stock Series here, presented by the Keystone Corner. This is round 8 at Michigan International Speedway here in the first round of the playoffs this evening, and it's going to be an exciting one. As you can see, they have just wrapped up qualifying here. So let's jump right in to show our starting grid of the evening, and I can tell you it is an interesting one. We have some of the fastest guys in the league that are going to be starting in the rear tonight. Could be a strategy play, who knows? But starting on pole there will be Christian Visconti there in that number 80 machine. Latham Joyner in second, Brady Cox in third, Benjamin White in fourth. In fifth, we have Shane Fuller. In sixth, Brayson Collins. Seventh, Ryan Kame. In eighth, Mason Suit. In ninth, we have Aaron Griffin. And in 10th place, we have Ryan Martin. 11th, Garrett White. And in 12th, we have Pierce Moffitt. Starting 13th, we have Hunter Collier. In 14th, Henry Clappert. In 15th, Ryan Branshaw. In 16th, Paul Granata, our current points leader here coming into the playoffs tonight. Jay Mulder will start in 17th, Austin Duran in 18th, Josh Patterson in 19th, Connor Trafari in 20th, and in 21st we have Blake Kennedy, and then rounding it out there in 22nd we have Charek Akaba. All right, while we wait for them to get started here for their pace lap, let's pull up the playoff standings here. This is round 1. We have 3 rounds in the playoffs in the series here. Paul Granata will be your points leader here heading into the playoffs. Brayson Collins in second, Austin Duran in third, and then the rest of the guys there you can see 4th through 8th, all tied. Shane Fuller, Pierce Moffitt, Ryan Martin, Connor Trafari, and our pole sitter tonight, Christian Visconti there. So could be a good night for him, but we do know here at Michigan in these low horsepower street stock cars, drafting will be in play and also avoiding the big one. It's going to be sort of like Daytona here or any super speedway in a stock car. So that's going to be the name of the game here tonight, survival, and also getting a good finish if you're in these playoff standings. All right, the race format for this evening, we'll do 45 laps here, 0 fast repairs for the guys this evening. So if they do get in that big one, get some damage, they will have to live with it. Fuel will be set at 50%, and they do get 2 sets of tires here this evening. All right, you can see the lights are off the pace car, so we are going to get started here for round 8 at Michigan. The 80 of Christian Visconti there going to lead us down to the start. Outside of him, we're going to have Latham Joyner there in that 796, the all-black car, and the 76 of Brady Cox there sitting good in third, and Benjamin White there in that 999 will start in fourth. Green flag is out. Bottom line does not get going there. As you see the outside line, Joyner going to get a great launch. And looks like he may have him clear here as he goes down into turn 1. And he does by a long shot. And you can see some 4 wide action on further back. And we already have a caution. And I see a couple names on my screen that does not look good here. Let's go back and look. Looks like we're looking at Austin Duran there in that yellow and black 45. Oh, no, that is the 04 of Granada, our points leader right now. Oh, he just barely keeps it out of the wall there. So doing a good job to avoid damage. It looks like Austin Duran there avoided some damage as well. Back and take one more look at that. As you can see, it looks like that number 8 car is going to come up. Yes, the number 8 is going to come up into Granada. In that 04. And looks like he actually did get a little left front damage. Unsure here how much that's going to affect him with that aero damage here at a very high speed track like Michigan. But that could be disastrous. Just that little bit of damage there for Paul Granada tonight. I'm going to ride on board Paul Granada here as we're at the start, and you can see nothing he could do there. He was actually in between 2 cars there when the number 8 came up into him, and really nothing Austin Duran could do as well. Let's ride on board Austin Duran. You can see Duran right on the rear bumper there of Granada, giving him a little bump draft, and just unfolded right in front of him there. Nothing he could do. But looks like he didn't get too much. He has a little bit of a wrinkle there on the right front, you can tell. But looks like it's way less damage than Granada got. And interesting here, the 796, the race leader there, before the caution came out, he's actually on pit road. I'm not sure if this is a scheduled pit stop there or not, but he's actually going to come out in 18th position there. So that's actually going to put Christian Visconti, our pole sitter, back up front in the lead, but that'll also move the 5 of Brayson Collins, who is second in the playoff point standings right now. He moves up into 2nd place. And Benjamin White there in the number 51, he's going to be in 3rd. And this is, I thought my timing screen might have been lying to me here because we were only green for half a straightaway, but no, this does look accurate here. Josh Patterson in that O2 machine, he is up 12 positions since the start of the race this evening. Wow, he's currently in 7th. I do kind of want to ride on board with him there and just see what happens. Like he just got a great jump up through the field there before the yellow came on. I'm trying to back it up just a little bit more. And here we're looking at the very beginning here. Looks like he just gets a great launch and just shoots straight up the middle there. That is awesome. Getting around Paul Granada. And we see the bottom line check up there. Just amazing work there by the O2 there of Josh Patterson to make up a ton of positions in almost no time, because the caution came out as they were headed into turn 1 and made up 12 positions there. So very, very good job by him. He wants to get to the front, understandably, here at Michigan. As you saw, they're 4 or 5 wide going into turn 1 there at the start of the race. So we'll see what they can do here. It will be a single file restart since we did not complete a lap. And the 80 of Visconti there is going to lead us down to the restart line. Lights are off the pace car, so it'll be coming in this time around. And Visconti will lead us down to the restart line. We'll see what Brayson Collins can do there in 2nd. Is he going to try to make an early move down into 1, or will he just try to stay in line and draft with Visconti here as they do take the green flag? Quite a bit of a gap there all the way back to 3rd, as you can see. We've already got the 56 there, Mason Suit, looking on the bottom of the 76 of Cox. You see Shane Fuller up there in the 57 looking around the outside. Looks pretty tame, except back here we've got a little 3 wide action. See Austin Duran there in that yellow and black car on the bottom. They're going to down into turn one. Let's check up front here. It looks like Brayson Collins is going to ride behind Visconti there. Not going to try to make a move, but the battle for third is right here. We've got a 4-car battle, now 5 cars. The 56 there of Mason Suit is the lead car in that pack. You can see the 51 there of White on the outside, the 76 of Cox pushing Mason Suit, and then on the bottom side there we've got the 57 of Shane Fuller, all jostling for this third position here. Oh, we've got one in the wall. I'm not sure that was White here. Benjamin White. Looks like he just collected the outside wall on the exit of turn 2. This pack has caught up to the lead cars very quickly there. As you see Mason Suit looking on the bottom side of Brayson Collins. He's actually going to take away second, and he has one heck of a run here. As, oh no, Josh Patterson's going to make contact.
The yellow flag is out.
It looks like Josh Patterson was able to keep going, but Mason Suit hard into the wall there. And that is going to be a ton of damage for him. And that will bring out the second caution. Go back and make sure no one else was involved there. As you can see, the O2 got shoved down the track, coming back up to the track there. Just spins the 56 around, and wow, everybody doing an amazing job there to avoid the 56 as he spins back down the track. And we see here the O2 going to get shoved down the track there. And as he's trying to rejoin the track, it looks like he's just going to come up and hit the left rear there of the 56. And you're going to see the 76 there. That is Brady Cox with heavy damage to the front of his car as he hits the right side there of Mason Suit. And this is the scene we want to see right here. Watch all of these cars just split the spinning 56 of Suit there. Just doing an amazing job there to avoid him. I want to go back and look on board. Know that was coming. We're riding on board Garrett White here in the 00. We're going to watch him as you see the wreck unfolding. He's doing a great job there to avoid it. This is Latham Joyner here in the 796 machine. It looks like he was actually the closest one here. Wow, last second reaction there, doing a great job to avoid him. We do see Mason Suit there in that 56 down on pit road right now with a long pit stop, trying to get some of that damage repaired. Double checking, it looks like he is not a lap down, so he's still on the lead lap. And also Josh Patterson will actually be scored in last here, 20 seconds. So all those positions lost that he made up early in the race, as he did have to come down pit road there. He's probably had a little right front damage from that incident there where he got into Mason Suit. So he's come down pit road there, got that repaired. Mason Suit actually going to come out in 20th position. But the lights are off the pace car, so we will get racing here again this time around. Christian Visconti there still out front. We see Brayson Collins still in second. Those two had a bit of a breakaway there that last stint, but the second pack there that had about 6 cars was able to run them down very quickly here. So We'll see if these two can break away again here, or if we just have one large pack, as we will be double file this time. All right, pace car is going to dive off this time. The 80 of Christian Visconti there going to lead us down to the restart line. And Brayson Collins there in that number 5 machine. He's on the outside. We'll see what he can do here as they come down to take the green flag. We already see a car out of line. A lot of checking up there, as it looks like further back about 8th place there. They actually thought they were going and had to check up. But the top two there are going to break away a little bit. You can see on further back, 3 wide there for, that is 5th position. As you see Pierce Moffitt in that green and black car on the outside. And Ryan Martin there battling with him, as they're going to be 3 wide as they come off of turn 2 there. Oh, we've got one sideways. That is Joyner. Wow, with an amazing save there. And we see a good run here by Pierce Moffitt and Ryan Martin, as Pierce Moffitt's going to move all the way up into 2nd position now. And they're going to take it 3 wide here on the exit of turn 4. Like Brayson Collins going to look to the outside of Christian Visconti here. He's got Shane Fuller there in that number 57 pushing him. Looks like Visconti's going to get a great run down into turn 1, side drafting off of Pierce Moffitt, as Pierce Moffitt there looks to take the lead, but he's got no help drafting him there. As you see a bit of a gap to the next car behind him. Looks like Brayson Collins now back paired up with Christian Visconti as they head down into turn 3. Garrett White up there in that 00, as he's going to be 3 wide here, battling for the lead. Like Visconti is going to be scored as the leader that time around, as we just completed lap 11. Oh, we've got one around. Who is that? That is Ryan Martin. Looks like no damage. He did not collect a wall there. He has a little left front damage. That may have been from drafting. But let's go back and check that out. See any other car involved. And looks like, yep, that is 796 Joyner, who just got into the rear there of Ryan Martin and turned him around. Is going down the front straight here. Looks like there was just a little bit of a gap there as they were headed down into turn 1, and Joyner, trying to make that gap a little bit larger there than it was, is going to tag Ryan Martin there and spin him. We're right on board Joyner there, as you can see, right up against the grass as he was trying to make that pass there, and does collect Ryan Martin. That will bring out our 3rd caution here this evening. Christian Visconti still out front. Looks like Garrett White will be scored in 2nd. Pierce Moffitt up into 3rd. And Brayson Collins got knocked all the way back there to 4th. Paul Granada here in that 04. He's had a great recovery run after being involved in that first incident. He's all the way back up into 5th now. Josh Patterson here, the 02, he's all the way up into, looks like it's going to be 10th position. Oh, actually, no, our race leader just came down pit road. Christian Visconti into the pits here. Brayson Collins also into the pits. Got Latham Joyner there. Mason still getting some damage repaired. Ryan Martin as well, just involved in that. Looks like Connor Trafari there in the 420 also coming down pit road. So that tells me with the reduced fuel here this evening at 50% that they will not make it on fuel if we see the race leader coming down pit road already here on lap 14. That will make the 00 there of Garrett White our new race leader, with Pierce Moffitt in second and Paul Granata moving all the way up to third there, as we saw half the field take down pit road and the other half staying out. Paul Granata looks like he pitted on lap 1 since he was involved in that lap 1 incident. Austin Duran back here currently in 8th position. He pitted on lap 7. So just wondering if that's going to be enough to make it on fuel. As Christian Visconti, who was our race leader there coming down pit road, he pitted on lap 13. So I think his strategy is thinking that he can make it to the end here on fuel. And real quick, while we do our pace laps here, let's go over the playoff standings once again here. Paul Granata, who's currently in third, he is your points leader as we head into the first round of the playoffs. Brayson Collins in second, Austin Duran in third, Shane Fuller in fourth, Pierce Moffitt in fifth, Ryan Martin sixth, Connor Trafari in seventh, and Christian Visconti there in eighth. And we've kind of got the field kind of split here. Half of these guys are up front, half of them are in the back, as they just went down pit road. So we will see how this shakes out here in the remaining handful of laps here that we've got this evening, as we will get restarted here this time around. All right, the 00 of Garrett White here going to lead us down to the restart line. Pierce Moffitt there in that number 41. He's going to be on the outside there in second. The pace car will pull off this time by, and we will get going racing here once again. Already see cars out of shape there. Looks like that was the 80 of Visconti down below the line. And they are off here taking the green flag. Looks like Pierce Moffitt in that 41 didn't get such a great start, but he does have a drafting partner there. That is Shane Fuller in the 57. And on further back here, we've got a little three wide action as they head down into turn 1. That's Austin Duran in the black and yellow car. Looks like he's got the 98 on the inside there. And Austin Duran actually going to move up to the top side here as they head down into turn 3. And we've got a battle for the race lead up here. That is Pierce Moffitt there in that number 41, the black and green machine on the outside, looking to take the lead from the 00 of Garrett White. But Shane Fuller there going to take it 3 wide as they head down into turn 1. We'll see how this turns out here. Shane Fuller doesn't have anybody to draft with up there, but the 04 there of Paul Granata and the 00 of Garrett White are hooked up together. Oh, looks like the 00 is going to get loose right in front of Pierce Moffitt, doing a great job to save it. And that is going to allow Pierce Moffitt on by. He is clear. He can come down, and he does as he takes over the race lead. Paul Granata there going to move up into second as he makes a move on his teammate there, the 00 Garrett White. And actually looking to go straight to the front there as he looks under Pierce Moffitt now. Looks like the 00 up there with the 57 of Shane Fuller are going to potentially take the race lead here. They didn't quite have them cleared as they headed down into Turn 1 there. Oh, we are 4 wide. They are touching. That is the 999 there of Benjamin White making contact. Oh, got one spinning around there. That is the 29 of Aaron Griffin. Looks like it's a single car spin so far. Yep, no one else involved there. So let's go back and take a look at that as it brings out our 4th caution. We're looking at the 29 car. Oh, he gets tagged in the rear by someone. Back and right on board. That is 796 of Latham Joyner there, involved in another incident. It looks like tried to go under here, and I'm not sure there was any room there. We saw that the 796 there was well below the white line. Let's right on board Joyner here. He's going to go below the line there. There was a bit of a gap there opening up. I think Joyner just thought he could squeeze in there, but unfortunately making contact there with Aaron Griffin, going to send him spinning around. Going to slow it down here. This is on the exit of turn 2, and you can see there Joyner all the way below the white line as he does go under the 29. I'm not sure what race control is going to say about that, as you cannot advance a position below the line, and that is ultimately what caused that incident there. As you see, the 29 going to do a great job there to stay off the wall. He locks it up, and no damage done there, so he will survive to fight another day. And we've got a lot of action on pit road now. As you can see, we have over half of the field, the whole rest of the field that did not pit previously. They have come down pit road. That's going to put the 04 of Paul Granada out into the race lead. He pitted on lap 1, so doesn't have that much more fuel than the guys that did start the race. Not sure what his strategy is going to be there, but he will be out front here once we get restarted. Brady Cox there, that 76 machine, he's going to start second. He came down pit road on lap 7. And Christian Visconti there, who was our pole sitter and race leader for the first half of the race there, he is back up into 5th place. After pitting on lap 13. Like Brayson Collins there is going to be right behind him there. Currently scored in 6th. Biggest so far is going to be this number 64 car right here. He is up 19 positions since the start of the race. However, he has not pitted yet. Only car out on track currently that has not pitted. We're assuming he will have to come down pit road at some point here for fuel, make it through these 25 laps that are remaining. All right, lights are off the pace car, so we will get going green here. Once again, this time around, the 04 of Paul Granada, our current playoff points leader, will lead us down here. to the restart line. Brady Cox in that number 76 machine. He will start on the outside. You can see the pace car is pulling off, so Paul Granata here going to lead us to the restart line. Leader's choice here when they want to restart. And he is off there with a great jump, as you can see, going to jump right ahead of second place Brady Cox there. They are going to head down into turn 1, 3 wide here on further back. The Brayson Collins there in the middle in that purple and black car. Number 5, Christian Visconti and Josh Patterson there on the bottom side. We're actually going to have a new race leader here. The 34 of Henry Clappert there are going to move into the race lead. We saw Latham Joyner there in that all-black car push him to the lead. You see Garrett White up there in that 00 machine with a great run on the outside. But the action is up front here as we see Josh Patterson there in that 02. Currently in 5th as he looks to push the 34, but Paul Granata in that 04 is going to move back up into the race lead here. Oh, that is going to be extremely tight there. We see Josh Patterson making a move there, squeezing right up the middle on the inside there of Henry Clappert. See if he can get a good push here as he goes down into turn 3. One below the line there. That is Mason Suit there in the 56. He's having a good recovery run there. As you can see, the damage to the right side of his car doesn't look like it's slowing him down too much as they head down into turn 1 here. Josh Patterson did cross the line that time in the race lead, but you can see the 04 of Paul Granata there right on the inside, looking to get a run here out of turn 2. Ooh, we've got a little bumping and banging there. That was Benjamin White there in that 51 machine. I'm not sure who he got into there. When we've got 4 wide here as they come out of turn 4. See Ryan Martin there in that number 9 machine. He's down on the bottom looking to make a move back up here into this top pack. The Mason Suit well below the line there. Down on the apron. We're looking for a place to rejoin the track there. Like Josh Patterson is currently out front, but Paul Granata in that inside line, they are getting the better run down the straights there. They are going to come out of turn 4 here and cross the line and take 20 to go here this time around. The Latham Joyner there down on the apron trying to shove his way back up onto the track there. Gonna make contact. Oh, and this is gonna shake the field. Looks like we are gonna stay racing there. Everybody was able to save it. Actually, that will bring out the 5th caution there. Looking to see. Just double checking here before I say it. Yes, Joyner, I believe, there, who we saw below the track trying to make a pass. I believe he has been disqualified because he is no longer showing on the timing board there. I believe that's why we saw his car disappear there momentarily. When we actually saw a car going around there, let's go back and see. That was Austin Duran. Yes, it was. Looks like he's gonna might have been involved with the 8 there. Gonna have to back it up a little manually here. Right on board Austin Duran here. Oh, you can see them checking up in front of him there. And the 8, that he's going to go around right in front of him, and Austin Duran just going to lock the brakes up there to avoid hitting him. Doesn't collect anything else with him, but that is what brought the 5th caution out here this evening. And we see Paul Granada there, race leader, going to head down pit road this time. So it looks like he was not going to be able to make it on fuel as we have 18 laps remaining here. That's going to give us a new race leader here. We've got the 00 of Garrett White, who will be scored the race leader. And we've got the 02 there of Josh Patterson, who started in the back of the field now, is in second. Ooh, and we've actually got a wreck under caution there.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Not sure what happened, but we've got multiple cars involved. Like the 98 there was involved. Looks like the 98 there. Not sure. Oh, it's the 05 who's going to make contact there with the 98. Send him into Ryan Martin there in the 9, who's going to get heavy damage. The 05 there, Ryan came. Let's ride on board Ryan came here, as they were just pacing and just it's never slowed down there. Like Pierce Moffitt also involved there, as we see him coming up through the grass. And just getting word that Ryan came there did have connection issues, and that is what caused that very weird incident we just saw there. He was actually disconnected there while on the track, and Could not see any other cars around him. So just one of those unfortunate freak accidents here in iRacing, but nonetheless, we will get restarted here. This time around, the 00 of Garrett White going to lead us down to the restart line. The 02 of Josh Patterson, who's currently up 17 positions since the start of the race this evening. He's going to start on the outside there in second. And look who we've got back here in fifth, Pierce Moffitt, working his way back up there into fifth position as the pace car is off. They are going to go down to the restart line here. And they are off. Great launch there from Garrett White. As you can see, the 02 of Josh Patterson easily able to drop down there. And looks like Aaron Griffin there in that 29. He's going to go up into third. But the 64 there is going to fight back on the inside. Further back, we've got Brayson Collins here going 3 wide momentarily with the 80 of Visconti and the 56 of Mason Suit. And on further back here, we've also got some more 3 wide action. That's Benjamin White and Brady Cox there on the outside in that 76, pushing the 75 down the back straight. Like Christian Visconti having some connection issues there, so a tough night for him. It looks like it's getting worse. Up front here we see Pierce Moffitt in that 41 machine battling it out with the 04 of Paul Granada, our current playoff points leader. But Josh Patterson here going to make a move for the race lead as he looks underneath the 00 there of Garrett White. Looks like he's got Aaron Griffin there behind him in that 29 machine, and Pierce Moffitt all on that bottom line there, pushing Josh Patterson out front here as they head down into turn 3. Across the line here, 13 to go this time around. Looks like that outside lane is getting one heck of a run out of the corners there as you see the 00 and the 04. But they are pretty equally. Wow, the 02 there of Josh Patterson just got really loose on the entry into turn 1 there. Did a great job to save it. And we've got a lot more cars here on this outside line now. We'll see if they can gain any traction as they head down into turns 3 and 4 here. Going to take 12 to go here at the line. You can see there the 02 of Josh Patterson, the 00 of Garrett White, and the 04 of Paul Granada, all teammates here, looking like they are trying to work together here up front. And we see the Shane Fuller there in that 57 go to the outside. Gonna make it 3 wide here as the 04 very close to the 29. Oh, and we do have another caution here. Looks like Brady Cox might have been involved in that 76 machine. And that is the case. He's going to make contact there with the 51. And get heavy rear end damage there as he gets spun up into the outside wall there in turn 1. And let's ride on board Benjamin White here, who is the one that made contact there on the outside. It was 3 wide for a moment there. Really tough to tell if Benjamin White had any more room there on the bottom. And that could have just been a case. The 76 spotter did not tell him he was 3 wide there. Because I believe if he knew he was 3 wide, he would not have came down as hard as he did there. Right, so that's going to bring out the 6th caution here tonight. Just looking through the field here, the top 3 pitted on lap 19, and the rest of the field pretty much pitted on lap 27. So I do believe with all of these caution laps here tonight that the ones that did pit early on lap 19, they will make it on fuel, especially as time runs down here. We will only have about 8 laps remaining once we take the green flag. However, there is a time limit to the race this evening we need to keep an eye on. I think we are good. If we do get one more caution, that may push it pretty tight to that time limit. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that. Right, while they pace around here, let's pull up the race schedule here for the remaining 3 rounds after tonight. As you can see, we're round 8 there at Michigan. Next week, we take these cars, the street stocks, to the dirt as we go to Knoxville Raceway, your first and only dirt track on the season schedule. So that's going to be one interesting race there. And then the 10th round there, we'll head to Homestead. And the final round will be at USA International Speedway. And just checking in here on the biggest mover tonight, that's actually going to be our race leader, the O2 of Josh Patterson, who did start in the rear of the field. He is currently up 18 positions there since the start of the race. He does win that award if he finishes where he does tonight. And we can see the 04 here of Paul Granada having a little fun with the 00 of Garrett White here while we pace around, but we will get going green this time around. As you can see, the lights are off the pace car, and Josh Patterson there in that 02 machine, he's going to lead us down to the restart line with his teammate there on the outside, the 00 of Garrett White, not Wright, as we do head into the final 8 laps of the race this evening. We can already see the field stacking up back there as they do take the green flag here for the final 8 laps remaining here in the race. We see the 5 of Brayson Collins with a great start here. He's going to launch all the way up the outside here. And let's see if he can clear the 00 of Garrett White. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to. And we see Shane Fuller there in that number 57. He's moved up into second, as the 04 of Paul Granada and the 00 of Garrett White there battle it out. Looks like Paul Granada there going to give his teammate a little shove down the back straight, there. Josh Patterson going to push him out to just a little bit of a lead as they, the 02 and Paul Granada, it looks like multiple cars there actually making contact, and we're going to go 4 wide across the line here. Looks like Paul Granada may come out in the lead here out of turn 2. But Garrett White there in that 00 machine, he's getting a great run in the middle there, side drafting off of them. And looks like Brayson Collins going to go up to the top there and push Shane Fuller there in the 57. And no one currently with the 00, but he's still getting a great side draft as they head down into turns 3 and 4 here. Going to take 6 to go this time by. See Brayson Collins there going to look to the inside of the 57, Shane Fuller. And we see the 80 of Visconti there starting to re-enter the picture as well, as he's now caught up to the 5 of Brayson Collins. So far, it looks like everyone trying to get down to this bottom line here, except for Garrett White. He's been stuck there in the middle ever since we got going green here. And now the 420 there of Connor Trafari says he's going to give it a shot and try to push the 00 here around that bottom line. You see the 80 of Visconti there also in that middle line, and Pierce Moffitt in the 41 back there. So that looks like it's going to leave the 57 of Shane Fuller out to dry, unless the 5 of Brayson Collins can get up there and help push. It's going to be a drag race down the back straight here. 5 to go as we head into turn 3 and 4. We are still locked up front here. The 04 of Paul Granata just barely edging out the 00 of Garrett White. Across the line here, 4 to go this time by. Doesn't look like anyone, and as I say that, Pierce Moffitt there comes up into the picture. He's going to push the 57 of Shane Fuller there in that 3rd lane, and it looks like Brayson Collins up there trying to make his 4th lane up there all by himself. But so far the story here is between the 04 of Paul Granata on that bottom side paired up with Josh Patterson in the 02. And then the 00 of Garrett White paired up with the 420 of Connor Trafari. And then now that 3rd lane is actually working some as Shane Fuller getting a bit of a push there from the 41 of Pierce Moffitt. And then we also see back there in the back left corner there, Austin Duran starting to enter the picture here as we head across the line. Going to take 3 to go this time by. Oh no, the 57 is going to make contact with the 420. It looks like the 00 and the 04 going to go around as well. Multiple cars involved there. Looks like it's going to be heavy damage there for the 00. Potentially some heavy damage here for our playoff points leader, Paul Granata. Just going to get a look at his car. See a little rear end damage there. It looks like Pierce Moffitt got into the 57 there just a little bit too hard as they had doing a little bump drafting there through turn 2, the exit of turn 2, and that's just going to collect the 00 there and 04 of Paul Granata with them. Right on board Pierce Moffitt there, as you can just see, just getting into the 57 there just a little too hard, and that's going to set off one heck of a chain reaction there. Right on board Connor Trafari here in that number 420 machine. See there. Just getting squeezed down, going to make contact with the O2. That is not a sight we want to see right there. The 0-4, our playoff points leader, Paul Granata there, coming down pit road with only 3 laps remaining. Also, Garrett White in that 0-0 coming down pit road. But we do have a new race leader out of all that. The 57 of Shane Fuller will lead us down to the restart here once we get going again. And Connor Trafari survived that little tangle, and he is going to start in second. And Christian Visconti there will start in third. Looks like Pierce Moffitt is potentially receiving a penalty there, as he does fall back to the tail end of the line. I believe he did a penalty there. That's going to put him back all the way to 14th. It looks like we will get a green-white checkered attempt here. We have 2 of those in this series, so they have 2 chances to get it right here, as the lights are going to go off the pace car. So we will get going green here, this time by Shane Fuller in that number 57 Sunoco fuel machine is out front in the race lead. And Connor Trafari there in that number 420, he will start in second. 80 of Christian Visconti here, who is a playoff contender, as well as the 57 of Fuller and Connor Trafari. All 3 of those guys actually are in the playoffs here. But Visconti will start in third. And we see Brayson Collins there in the number 5 machine. He's going to start in 5th. Josh Patterson there in that 0-2 machine. He's going to start all the way back in 7th position. Paul Granata getting the worst end of that deal, though. He will restart in 16th, so not a good points night for him if he is not able to make his way up through the field here in the remaining 2 laps of the race this evening. All right, pace car is going to dive off this time by Shane Fuller there in that number 57. He's going to lead us down to the restart line. Green-white checkered attempt number 1 of 2. We have 2 available here this evening. If they do cross the white line or take the white flag without the caution coming out, the race will finish here. As they do take the green flag, Shane Fuller there getting out to a great jump. Christian Visconti there also going right along with him. Connor Trafari looks like he might get knocked back to 3rd, and he does. And we'll see if Visconti here, as he is going to go to the outside of Shane Fuller here. And it looks like the 75 there of Blake Kennedy may be able to get up to the back of Visconti here and make that outside lane work. Head down into turn 3 and 4 here. See the 80 of Visconti there blinking a little bit, having some connection issues. And oh, the Connor Trafari there getting into the back of the 57, getting him sideways as they come off of turn 4. 57 doing a great job there. Shane Fuller doing a great job saving the car, but they do take the white flag this time around, and we see that 3rd lane. Brayson Collins up there leading that 3rd lane. It has developed, so we'll see if they can get a run here. It looks like Garrett White's pushing Brayson Collins back there, but Christian Visconti has Blake Kennedy, and again the 57 getting knocked down below the track there. That's actually going to allow Christian Visconti out front here, but we see Brayson Collins up top there in that 3rd line. Oh, we've got a lot of contact. Oh, we've got multiple cars spinning there, hitting the wall. That is the big one. So it's going to be a drag race down here to the line. They will stay going. Christian Visconti, as it's 3 wide on back behind him, but Christian Visconti will cross the line there and take the race win. Looks like Connor Trafari is going to be scored in second, and all the way second through fifth there was a photo finish. So Blake Kennedy going to take it home in third, I do believe. Yes, in third. Shane Fuller there will get scored in fourth, and Brayson Collins will get a top 5 there, scored in fifth. Right, in just a moment, we will have the official results available to us, and also we'll let the top 3 there do a little celebrating, and then we'll try to get a word with them here for some post-race interviews. All right, official race results are up on the screen there. As you can see, Christian Visconti going to take home the win. Great run from him tonight, as he is a playoff contender. Connor Trafari there in second, Blake Kennedy in third, Shane Fuller in fourth, Brayson Collins in fifth, Paul Granada doing a great job there as he started in the tail end of the field there with that final restart. He got all the way up to sixth. And Aaron Griffin in 7th, Mason Suit in 8th, Austin Duran in 9th, Josh Patterson in 10th, Henry Clappert 11th, Jarek Akaba in 12th, Pierce Moffitt 13th, Brady Cox 14th, Jay Mulder in 15th, Garrett White in 16th, Benjamin White in 17th, Ryan Branshaw there in 18th. In 19th, we've got Hunter Collier in 20th, Ryan Martin in 21st, Latham Joyner in 22nd there, Ryan Kane. All right, now we will give the drivers just another moment here to make it up into the broadcast booth. Looks like we do have our top 3, so we'll go ahead and get some post-race interviews here. We've got third place driver here, Blake Kennedy, up in the broadcast booth.
Oh,
hey, Blake,
shoot, sorry.
You got a copy?
I'm here.
Hey, man, so congratulations on the third place finish here this evening. It looked like one crazy tough race out there. 3-4 wide, looked like Daytona, Talladega, or something like that, except the cars were getting loose in the corners. Just got to ask, how hectic was it? And did you have a strategy coming into the race here to try to lay back and survive till the end, or just trying to get up to the front?
Yeah, I was just surviving. Really, that was my strategy. Lay back and didn't qualify for a reason, so I just wanted to lay back and let everyone wreck each other. Cards fell into my hand, and I got third out of it.
Absolutely. It did fall right into your hands. So it looked like your strategy played out here this evening, not qualifying. And just double checking here. Yes, you actually got the biggest mover award here tonight, up 19 positions since the start there. So congratulations on that. Coming home here in third. So a good run from you. While you're here, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I want to give a shout out to our winner, Mr. Ocean CM382. I pushed him to win today. If he wasn't up there, I probably would have won it myself. But he's in the playoffs and he needs points more than me. So shout out to him and Outlaw Racing. We got 2 cars on the podium, so it's good to see as well.
Absolutely. Well, again, congratulations on the third place finish. We head to the dirt next week, Knoxville. Gotta ask, how do you feel about that?
I don't know really. When we did trucks there not too long ago, I felt like I was doing pretty good, but I'm not that good in street stocks at Knoxville, so we'll see. Maybe it'll be another strategy race where I lay back and let everyone wreck each other.
Hey, it worked for you tonight. No reason it might not work for you next week as well. Well, again, congratulations there on the third place finish, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again next week.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that will do it for our third place driver here this evening, Blake Kennedy. Now we'll try to get a word with our second place driver this evening. We have Connor Trafari up here in the broadcast booth. Hey, Connor, it's Kevin. You got a copy? Hey, Connor, it's Kevin up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy? Believe we. Oh, well, there we go. Got a copy there, Connor?
Yes, I do. Sorry.
Hey, no problem. Hey, congratulations on that second place finish here tonight. It was an interesting race there at the end. That is one word to describe it of many, with three wide, crazy action there. I just got to ask you there, in the final few laps of the race, I believe you were in that middle line there. Just how crazy hectic was it as you guys were really tight, pinching each other down the track there, just trying to make up the positions?
Yeah, it was very chaotic since you really couldn't get a run going, Al, because you really can't push these cars. You just had to just try to keep up your momentum that you had. And if you had a chance, you had to take a move that you had. You really couldn't stay behind anyone.
Gotcha. Just got to ask, we saw some drivers, I believe, get penalized for it tonight. So, just curious, with the rule set here, was there a rule where you could not make a pass below the white line here tonight?
Uh, on the front stretch, I know there wasn't a rule about it, but I don't know about the back stretch. I think that was like an iffy thing. Like, if you went too low past someone, it would be like a penalty, but if you just go barely below it, you'll be fine. I don't really know.
Gotcha. Well, again, congratulations there, coming home with the second place finish tonight. Just gonna check the points here. Yes, so you were a playoff contender here in the chase, um, coming in tonight seventh. So finishing second here, going to be a great points night for you here as you head into the final three rounds. Next week we head to Knoxville though in the dirt. How do you feel about that?
I still don't know if we're running the asphalt street stocks or the dirt street stocks, but Knoxville's a pretty fun track. I've raced it a few times, so it definitely should be exciting.
Absolutely. Well, while you're here, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I'll give you a shout for broadcasting this really chaotic race. All the admins and the owners for helping putting on this league, and my painter Joseph Costello for making this amazing paint.
Absolutely. Well, again, congratulations there on the second place finish tonight. Well deserved. You had a great run, and hopefully we'll be able to talk to you again next week. All right, that'll do it for our second place finisher tonight, Connor Trafari. Now let's get a word with the man of the hour. We've got race winner Christian Visconti up here in the booth. Hey, Christian, it's Kevin. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, one heck of a run from you there. First of all, taking home the race win, coming into the points here tonight in the playoffs. Going to be a great points night for you here as we head into the final three rounds. Just got to ask though, tonight looked like a strategy race almost of survival, sort of like we see stock cars at any super speedway. Really, we saw a lot of the fast guys start in the back, some start in the front like yourself there. But I got to ask, what was your strategy coming into tonight? Was it just to be up front and try to stay out of the wrecks?
Well, my strategy was trying to hold the lead if I could. That's why I started on pole. But then I kind of went off pit sequence because of all the early cautions. So I decided once I was kind of mid pack, stay in the back. Because I mean, they were 3 wide, 4 wide the entire race. So I decided, kind of let them get that out of their systems and whatnot. Let them all wreck a bit first and then go charge up towards the end, which is kind of exactly what happened. I was up in the mix. It got back up into like the top 10 or so with like 6 to go before that big wreck that took out a bunch of the leaders happened, and luckily missed it. So I guess it worked to perfection.
Gotcha. I'm just curious. We did see everybody come down pit road at least once here tonight for fuel, as you guys only had 50% fuel. But with all of the cautions that we had, do you think there was any way anyone could have made it on fuel without pitting?
I don't think so because I pitted on what, like lap 11 or something like that, and I filled it up. And at the end, there I only had like 2 gallons at most left. So I think you probably wouldn't have been able to make it on fuel, even with
Gotcha.
all the cautions.
Gotcha. So that does make sense. I do like that they did reduce the fuel percentage here tonight to force some strategy, and we did see some good strategy here this evening. Even though we had a lot of cautions, we saw different pit strategies, and I think that made for an exciting race there at the end that you ultimately take home the race win in. So got to ask while you're here, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
You for broadcasting, Blake Kennedy, Bryson Collins, all my teammates that were kind of helping me on that last lap, Josh Patterson, Paul Granado, they were all there. And yeah, what a good race. Hopefully we can go back to back, continue this momentum next week, and make a charge at the Final Four.
Absolutely. Well, again, congratulations on the win here. I believe, yes, you will come out on top in the points here as we head into the final 3 rounds. So looking very good for you. Maybe taking home a championship here in the Street Stock Series. And best of luck to you next week at Knoxville. And hopefully we'll be talking to you then.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you.
All right, that'll do it for our race winner here tonight. Christian Visconti taking home that race win. And that'll wrap up round 8 here at Michigan, our first round in the playoffs. Next week, we head to Knoxville Raceway for a little dirt action here in these street stocks. You're not going to want to miss that. Going to be an exciting and potentially chaotic race here, as a lot of the drivers here may not have much experience on the dirt. So could see potentially a new race winner next week there at Knoxville. But that'll do it here, round 8 at Michigan here in the World Online Racing Championship Street Stock Series presented by the Keystone Corner. And thank you all for tuning in here on Soak Tires Broadcasting. Hopefully we'll be able to put on another good show for you next week.
I am Dark Bloom.